Most people are broke, not because they lack talent, not because they are lazy, but because they never truly understand the rules of money. They spend their lives chasing temporary comforts, trading their most valuable resource, time, for pennies, and convincing themselves that tomorrow will somehow be better. Let me tell you a story. A story about a man who lived in the same harsh reality, the one you might be living right now. His name? Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a man who went from zero to millions. But you don't know the real pain behind the success. You only see the gold, the books, the fame. You don't see the sleepless nights, the crushing debt, the fear of failure that nearly broke him. When Robert was young, he grew up in a modest home. His father, a highly educated man, worked tirelessly but never got rich. Money always ran out before the month ended. Robert watched the struggle, felt the fear in his mother's eyes when bills piled up, and felt the constant shame of not having enough. And like most people, he believed in the traditional path: get a good education, get a secure job, live comfortably. But life had other plans. After finishing college, Robert joined a steady job. He worked long hours, day after day, earning a decent salary. But the money was never enough. He was always living paycheck to paycheck. Every month, it felt like he was trapped in a cycle. Work, pay bills, survive, repeat. The hardest part? Watching people around him succeed. People with the same education, the same starting point, somehow managed to climb the ladder faster. Robert felt anger, frustration, and envy. Why not him? Why did life seem so unfair? Then came the first crushing blow. Robert invested in a small business with a friend, thinking it would solve everything. Within months, the business failed. The debts piled up, the sleepless nights multiplied, and his confidence crumbled. He felt humiliated. People whispered about his failure. His own family questioned if he was cut out for success. Here's the harsh truth most people never admit. Failure is painful. Failure can break you. It can make you want to quit before you even start. And most people do quit. Most people stay broke because they cannot handle the pain of growth, the struggle of learning, the loneliness of pursuing a dream while everyone else sleeps comfortably. But Robert didn't quit. That's what separated him from 90% of people who never escape poverty. Instead of giving up, he started learning. He read books, studied wealthy people, absorbed knowledge like a sponge. He realized that school never teaches you how to make money, how to invest, how to think differently. Here's what changed everything. He learned the difference between assets and liabilities. Most people buy liabilities. They buy expensive cars, flashy gadgets, and luxury clothes that drain money. Robert learned to acquire assets, things that generate income even while you sleep. This mindset shift was the turning point. But success wasn't instant. Robert worked multiple jobs, invested in small ventures, faced betrayal from business partners, and watched investments fail repeatedly. He lived in fear of losing everything, but he never stopped. Every setback became a lesson. Every failure fueled his hunger to succeed. Then came the breakthrough. After years of struggle, Robert wrote his first book, sharing the financial lessons he had learned the hard way. It didn't become an instant bestseller. Critics doubted him. People laughed at his get-rich ideas. But he kept going, speaking at small seminars, teaching people the concepts of financial freedom. Slowly, people started noticing. Slowly, the money began to flow. Today, Robert Kiyosaki is a millionaire many times over. He owns multiple businesses, investments, and real estate. But the journey, the pain, the struggle, the nights he went without sleep, shaped him more than any dollar could. He knows what it's like to feel the fear of being broke, the shame of failure, and the relentless pressure to survive. This story isn't just about Robert. It's about the harsh truth that keeps most people broke. Fear of failure, lack of financial education, chasing comfort instead of growth, giving up too soon. The question you need to ask yourself right now is simple. Are you going to stay in the 90% who struggle forever, or are you going to fight for the 10% who break free? Here's the painful reality. Every month you wait is a month of wasted potential. Every dollar you spend on temporary comfort is a dollar you could have invested in your future. Every excuse you make is a brick in the wall that keeps you trapped in poverty. But there is hope. You can start today. You can take control. You don't need a perfect plan, you don't need all the answers, and you don't need permission from anyone. All you need is action. Start small. Learn about money. Read a book that teaches you about investing or passive income. Track your spending. Identify what drains your money and cut it ruthlessly. Invest in yourself. Take a course, develop a skill, or start a side hustle. Embrace failure. Treat each setback as a lesson, not a loss. The people who escape the cycle of being broke aren't smarter. They just refuse to stay broken. They endure the pain. They fight through the struggle, and they make sacrifices today for freedom tomorrow. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. Are you still living paycheck to paycheck, still dreaming of financial freedom, still telling yourself, someday? Or are you financially independent, proud, confident, and free from the anxiety that money always brings? It starts with one choice, one action, one refusal to accept mediocrity. Robert's story is proof that you can go from nothing to everything, from despair to triumph, from broke to wealthy. But it requires courage, persistence, and a willingness to face the harsh truth that most people cannot handle. So I ask you now, are you ready to face that truth? Are you ready to fight for your financial freedom, to push past the fear, to learn the skills that schools never taught you, and to refuse to be broke forever? Your journey starts today. Stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Take one step right now. Read, learn, invest, hustle, and grow. Because the longer you wait, the longer you stay in pain, struggle, and mediocrity. And the world doesn't wait for anyone. Remember, the harsh truth is this. Most people stay broke because they are afraid of the struggle. They refuse to learn, and they quit too soon. Don't be like most people. Be the one who fights, the one who grows, and the one who succeeds. Take action today. Change your mindset. Build your assets. Invest in your future. Your financial freedom is waiting. Grab it. If this story hit you hard and you're ready to break free from being broke, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below, "I'm ready," if you're taking your first step toward financial freedom today. Share this with someone who needs to hear the harsh truth about money.